I come in this morning, I would expect to see S&P futures down 1.5%. You're seeing a lot of trade issues. How do you view it?
Well, I think there's a couple of things. First is nobody really expected the deal to be much of a deal to begin with. And so having it pushed off is just perhaps getting rid of some uncertainty. So that's a good thing. And then the second thing is that when we look into 2020, is there going to be as much of an escalation of trade tensions as we saw in 2019? Certainly not. So, in fact, not having a deal be done throughout 2020 takes some uncertainty off the table, and that's a good thing.
So you actually look at what we've learned about that last 12 hours as not bad? Like, trade's not great, but we knew that 6 months ago. It's just not any worse, and maybe we have stabilization?
Well, I think it's that it's not going to be as worse next year as it was this year. Okay, so the headwinds are not as bad next year as this year. And we'll stop seeing tweets about China, and that would be a good thing.
Emily, how do you see it?
I'm not sure I totally agree with that. I mean, you have seen futures under pressure, certainly this morning, and volatility picking up a little bit. Look, everything has been so quiet lately. We haven't heard a lot of headlines around trade, right? And investors are potentially recognizing how badly they can get whipsawed by making asset allocation and investment decisions based on these tweets, right? So there is some idea here that we're waiting for more news, and maybe investors aren't quite as reactionary, but there's also been a lot of positive sentiment around trade priced into the markets. Look, the S&P 500 is up now over 27% year to date, right? And a lot of that has been based on not only the Federal Reserve providing a lot of liquidity in the market, but also this positive sentiment on trade. So a lot's been priced in.
Well, and I think that it probably wasn't appropriately priced in either, by the way. And, anybody who is expecting another Fed cut next year is probably pricing that in inappropriately. And anybody who's expecting a real deal with China was also inappropriately. I think there was a lot of, expectation, hope, hype, and lake woebegone.